Good morning, Patrick. Just curious, from your perspective, what does Travis Kelce bring to the Chiefs beyond what he does on game day?
I think it's the level of leadership, someone that comes to work every single day. Obviously, with his career, he can take reps off. He can kind of wait and play the game days. But that's not his personality. He wants to be out there. He wants to put the work in. And whenever you have your Hall of Fame guy putting the work in, it kind of leads to the rest of the football team.
Patrick, right here, front row to your left. From the Hunts to Andy, Spags, players, everyone talks about the Chiefs and all that you accomplished, rightfully so, but maybe not enough talk about it's a pretty selfless group of people. It's more about the team than anything else. Could you talk about that side of your franchise?
Yeah, 100%. I know how blessed I am to be in the organization and on the football team that I'm on from day one, and it's a culture that's been set by Coach Reed and throughout the whole organization. It's about winning. Doesn't matter how it's done. It's about coming to work every single day, moving all on the football field, and winning football games. And I think that's what's kind of made us so successful these last few years, and hopefully we carry on that tradition.
Good morning. Hey, the last year you sat at the table of Troy Aikman, remember? You would be, what would represent to you would be at Montana's and Bradshaw table. How do you keep that hungry to win?
Yeah, I think more than anything, you see the opportunities that you get, and you never know what's going to be your last one. And to be able to be in the Super Bowl again is always special. And so for me, just being hungry to be as great as I possibly can be, not only for myself but for my teammates, and knowing how blessed I am. So it's been a heck of a run, and hopefully we can continue as my career goes on.
Hey Patrick, over here to your left. I don't know if you saw the clip yesterday, but President Trump described it as a pretty good winner. Just wonder what your thoughts about that and how it's going to do it playing when it comes Sunday.
Yeah, I mean it's always cool to be able to play in front of a sitting president, someone that I'm in the top position in our country, and so I didn't see that clip, but obviously it's cool to hear that he's seen me play football and respects the game that I play.
Hi, Patrick. First off, congratulations on a great season. I've been sent on a mission by an elementary school teacher by the name of Mary Tribune. She's incorporated her entire curriculum in the NFL football this year. She's done a great job. The NFL community has shown a lot of love in it. Now, she has one student, okay, by the name of Joaquin, who's been rooting for the Chiefs all season. But he's in an environment that may not share those same sentiments. What message would you give to Joaquin?
Yeah, Joaquin, man, I appreciate the support. Just know that the Chiefs are rooting for you as much as you're rooting for us. So we're going to try to go out there and make you proud, and we appreciate that you're supporting us in a hostile environment sometimes.
Hey Patrick, up front to your left. Can you just tell me how you're feeling mentally as the days get closer, and how you're able to stay level-headed when you're trying to perform your best, especially on the big stage Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty much the same. I think you stay so busy here that you don't really realize the magnitude of the game that you're playing. But I think it comes with the experience, knowing what the week presents, knowing where you're going to be at, and then try to keep it as close as you can to the routine that you always have. So we're excited for the game, and we're excited to get back to more and more higher leverage, higher level practices, and get ready to go out there and play our best football.
Patrick, over here to the side. You guys, it's well known that you guys have had tough training camps to start the year and OTAs. How have you guys been able to maintain maybe that discipline, that hard work, even as you won?
It starts with Coach Reed and the culture that he's built. But I think through this entire team, you have a lot of guys that love the process of starting from the bottom and having to build your way back up there. And we understand what it takes to get to the Super Bowl, and we know it's not easy. And so instead of just trying to go out there and go through the motions, guys know that they have to put this work in to get to this position. And so, like I said, it starts with Coach Reed, the culture that he's built. But I think that the team has a lot of guys that want to do what it takes to win.
Patrick, as a Texas Tech alum, I get this question a lot, but could you explain to everyone what is a Texas Tech tortilla?
It's tradition. I think that's the biggest thing is when you're on that football field and you get the tortillas thrown at the kickoffs or kind of throughout the football game or after big plays, it kind of just shows that the fans are into it. It shows the love that the Red Raiders have for their teams. And so Tortilla is obviously funny and something that people think is cool to see, but I think more than anything, it just shows the love of the fans.
Have you ever tried one?
I have not tried one, not off the field for sure.
Patrick, to your right over here. Is there a game maybe that you replay in your mind more often than other games, whether it's a loss or a victory, that maybe a game that keeps you up at night?
The Super Bowl versus Tampa, pretty easy.
Yeah.
Patrick, at this stage of your career, how do you define success and how do you measure your progression? Is it a matter of wins in the Super Bowl?
Not necessarily. I think what I've always said in my career is that for me, success is leaving everything you have on the football field every time you have the opportunity to. That's practice, that's games, OTAs, whatever it is. And I don't want to have regrets at the end of my career. And if I can go out there and feel like I progress and I know that I put everything I have into a football game, that'll be a successful career to me.
Hey Patrick, NFL honors tomorrow night. Looks like Jaden Daniels is going to win Rookie of the Year. Just curious what you thought of Jaden's play this year and how the offense was designed for him.
Yeah, I mean, extremely talented. But I think from watching the tape, especially watching the games he played against the Eagles this year, it was cool to even see his progression throughout the season from the games that he played. You can tell he got better and better, and that's what you want to do in the NFL is you can be talented, you can make all the throws, but can you progress and can you learn what defenses are doing to account for you and get better from that? And it seems like he did that all year long, and it's going to be just the start of a great career. So extremely talented, great football player, and deserves all the honors that he'll get.
Patrick, here. Here. Last year with Miami, Big Fangio used to blitz a lot against you. He was not very successful. Do you expect the same aggressivity on Sunday?
I mean, every time I've played Coach Fangio, there's been different change-ups and different things he's thrown at us, and I think that's what makes him so great. Is he's not going to just do exactly what you saw the last time, and so I'm sure there'll be blitzes in the game. I'm sure there'll be times where they play coverage. It's going to be a chess match, and you want to go up against the best, and he's one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL, and it'll be a great challenge for us as an offense and as a football team.
You're right, Pat. To some degree, is fourth down maybe your favorite down? When I look at the stats, it's maybe your best down statistically. What kind of goes into performing so well?
Just knowing that it's kind of like that win or go home mentality you have in the playoffs. You have to go out there and execute at the highest level and the highest leverage positions. And I think Coach Reed has prepared us for those moments in training camp and throughout the season. He puts us in situations where we have to make those big plays. And so I think the preparation prepares you to go out there and execute at those high leverage moments like fourth down.
So you've been in many harsh environments. How do you prepare for the harsh environments that you played in? And what's the toughest environment that you played in? And how do you prepare your coaches to play in an environment like that?
I think more than anything, you just focus on the guys around you. I've played a lot of harsh environments. That's in Buffalo, in the cold, with the fans against you, or in Denver, or Oakland, or Vegas. I mean, you always have fans that are against you in some of those away games, and so you focus on your teammates. You focus on going out there together, and it kind of builds even a closer brotherhood of there's kind of you versus everybody, and so. I think just comes with experience that you just go out there and just be who you are.
Hey Patrick, back here. Joe Tinney is a big piece to the offense. Can you talk about him, how he's grown? Obviously, he didn't allow a sack 2 years ago against Philadelphia. How you think he'll adapt again against them in a few days?
Yeah, I think, he's just such a tremendous player and a tremendous teammate. I've been saying for a couple of years now, he's like a gold jacket guy. I mean, he's someone he's won the Super Bowls. He'll play any position on that offensive line. He'll do whatever it takes, sacrifice to win. You need those guys, and so to have him jump out the left tackle this year and have a lot of success, I mean, it just shows the type of player that he is. And it'll be a great challenge for him going up against this D-line. I mean, this D-line has great players at all the positions, and they rotate in and they can stay fresh because they have so many good guys. And so just going out there and trusting those guys and let them go up as a unit, go out there and play their best football on the biggest stage.
Patrick, down here on your left. Travis said earlier in the week he wants to play for another 3 years. I just wondered what do you see in the facility on a day-to-day, maybe some of his routines that has allowed him to stay so healthy and allowed him to play so late in his 30s?
Yeah, he takes care of his body. He focused on the ultimate mission of being the best football player that he can be, and I think more than anything, more than I think he wants to even do it for himself, he just loves being in the building with his teammates and being a part of that. And so he's like I say, he practices so hard and he keeps himself in such good shape that I believe he can play as long as he wants to play. It's just going to be about how long he wants to play. And so hopefully he does play another 3 years. That's always good for me.
Hi Patrick, Andrea Sola from Azteca Deportes. Hi, how are you? We admire you because of your confidence and calm in each situation. Do you have any secret or ritual for that? Or is there something that makes you feel insecure sometimes?
On the football field, no. I mean, I'm so focused on just the process of making the best play possible for the team, and you don't worry about the moment or where you're at, the environment, or anything like that. You just go out there and just go about your process step by step through your checklist, and then make the play happen. And so, none on the football field I think makes you insecure. I probably couldn't think of anything in real life. I feel like I'm pretty confident in who I am, and I know there's a couple things here and there that people might make fun of, but I'm confident in myself.
Hi, Patrick. How would you describe the evolution and the development of your game from the 2019 season, the first Super Bowl, to now?
I think just more experience, more of knowing what the defense is trying to do to stop us and getting the football out of my hand. And I was always looking for the big play, and that had a lot of success. It was a lot of fun to watch, but I feel like now I can kind of focus on the successful play. And you want to still have those big plays and have those big touchdowns, but whenever it's not there, get into the check down or the guy underneath and let them make plays for us. And so that's been my biggest progression throughout my entire career.
Do a couple more, guys. Go ahead.
Hey, Patrick, right here. This being your 5th Super Bowl, what do you remember most about this whole process with respect to the first Super Bowl? And when I say the whole process, I mean the preparation, not only for the game, but the media and all of that, as opposed to now. How do you kind of compare that? Is it still kind of fun for you?
Yeah, it's still fun. I mean, every Super Bowl is its own experience, but I think more than anything, it's just preparing because you know the process, you know what it takes throughout the week, and it gives you more experience, more calm, where you're not worried, and you just continue to work to be the best version of yourself you can be, and learn from your previous Super Bowls, and hopefully you can play even better in the game when you get out there on Sunday.
Last one, go ahead.
Thanks. Hi, Patrick. I've covered the NFL for over 40 years, and I've seen a lot of great quarterbacks throughout. But one of the guys that stands out to me is Joe Montana. He won Super Bowls with the 49ers, and he nearly got one done with the Chiefs. What are your thoughts about Joe Montana, and have you been able to learn anything throughout the years watching this guy play? Because he's certainly in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no, a legend of the game. I mean, I think what made Joe such a tremendous player was how calm he was in these big moments and how he could continue to elevate his teammates. And so I think that's what I've learned more than anything is just whenever you're in the face of adversity, don't show it. Go out there and just be who you are. Be cool, be confident, and I think that bleeds through the rest of the football team. And so that's what I think I've learned most from Joe Montana.
Thanks, Patrick.